Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the final of the Cala Galactic Championship qualifier. If you don't know what the Galactic Championship Series is, it is a series of 8 qualifiers that happen at time zones all around the world and culminate in November at our Galactic Championship event. All these events are online, and they unite the X-Wing community by allowing people from around the world to play together, even if they can't meet together. So super excited about it. We had over 200 people signed up for today, our first qualifier. Our next qualifier, if you want to be a part of that, is happening June 5th. It's happening during the Australian time zone, AEST. That's UTC plus 10. Looking forward to seeing you on the battlefield when we get there. Today, I'm joined by William Haywood, my good friend and commentator.
Hello, everyone.
And on stats all this weekend, we've had our good guy, our newish guy, James Ritter.
I'm the newest and the nicest, so yes.
Mr. New Nice Guy. Well, I'm about to open the Choose Your Champion polls. If you're watching on YouTube later, this is your chance right now. Let us know, who do you think is going to win? Choose your champion. And if you were right or wrong, let us know why. Give us your thoughts. Expand on that. Hit the like button, all the things. We'd really appreciate it. Also, remember, we're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday here on the Twitch channel. Whether you're watching live or later on, joining us, let's have a good time. It's time, Will, for me to select it. Choosing their champion. And Will, let's go ahead and check out the lists.
All right. We have a returning player here from the top 4 match. I was told the pronunciation, and now I already forgot it. Vivek? No, that's not right. Tell me. Vivek. That's right. Thank you. Vivek showing up with 4 Tempest Squadron X1s. 3 of them with fire control system, being commanded by Colonel Jendon with the jamming beam. Colonel Jendon's going to allow these X1s to get the oh-so-precious locks at long range. You can see that they have done them already, putting every single lock on Garvin Dreas.
Mm-hmm.
Those locks are going to enable 3 die attacks according to their advanced targeting computer. And even allow a hit to crit modification. The fire control system on 3 of them does allow a reroll as long as they do not spend their lock that attack. Jendon, the real support piece here between the long range locks and the white coordinate, he's been able to help out these X1s and get them into the finals. On the other side, we have Andrew Oehler. but Tucker's time. I try to do it, but let me get back into my announcer voice here, because that's apparently my job. Announcing the lists, and we'll say that Andrew is flying the Rebel Alliance. He's got Hera Syndulla with Thread Tracers, Garvin Dreas in the X-Wing, Kyle Katarn with Jyn Erso in the Moldy Crow title, and rounding out the list, Benthic 2 Tubes with Perceptive Co-Pilot and Leia Organa. We've already seen that Leia trigger, allowing the reduction of difficulty for red maneuvers. Benthic 2 Tubes, when he performs a focus action, he can transfer that focus action to another ship at range 1 to 2, and with Perceptive Co-Pilot, he gets his own focus. That has amazing synergy with Hera, who can give a token to a friendly ship while they modify their dice. So token stacking onto her between Benthic and also Kyle, who can pass a focus token at the start of engagement, creates just this token pool that all of the ships at range 2 of Hera can select from. This also combos with Garvin Dreas' ability to, when he spends a focus token, he can give it to a friendly ship. So as long as Hera has a focus, he can give it to him, and he gives it right back after spending it. It creates this kind of, like you said, token pool that all of the ships can access. Now, we have I would consider this a stalling tactic for the time being, while Kyle Katarn loads up Moldy Crow. And it doesn't really seem like much has happened over there.
Yeah.
With
So let's take a look at that opening. So you saw Andrew started by, like you said, lay a trigger, did a K turn, that ends up being white, does a K turn again in the same spot. So able to stall for those 2 turns, and you see that Kyle is going to come out with both focus. But I think more importantly, you have this line of the Empire coming through the obstacles. Now, Vivek has a pretty good line. These clouds over here might be more of an issue if they were trying to approach all in the same line. But I think, honestly, Andrew is having Vivek approach on his own terms. One of the questions that we're going to have is, I'm curious to see what's going to be the engagement angle. When the Empire gets in there, will they have enough space behind the Rebellion to end up K-turning behind them, or is Andrew going to try to hold out that engagement until and kind of use that board edge as a protection, and then bank in and not have any space to K-turn behind his squad with the TIE X1s?
Exactly. So the X1s have decided to all lock on Garvin Dreas. What do you think, Dion? Do you potentially send Garvin off away from the initial joust? It doesn't look like he's choosing to. But
I don't think he's going to. Especially in that opening, when you saw that Andrew did that K-turn, this kind of interesting opening, that tells you that Andrew has a pattern. Like he has a specific opening, a set of moves that he likes to do, and that usually means that all those ships are going to be moving together in some type of block formation. So, I mean, if I'm Vivek, I'm going in with confidence that I'm likely going to be able to get shots on Garvin this turn, or not this turn, in the opening engagement.
Yeah, with that one forward, I think the shape of that gas cloud is going to prevent like a 3-bank, or even something slower like a 1-bank, from turning in to this kind of firing line of the Imperials. Is going to kind of limit him. Now, Benthic, there is a very specific order these ships need to activate. Benthic, Kyle, Garvin, and then Hera. So no options to alter those, what do I want to say? Maneuvers, or activation, if you will.
Now, if you're wondering how these players did in Swiss, got a little note here. Both of them 5-1 going into our top 32 cut. If we take a peek here, we see that Andrew lost a game early, actually pretty badly. Not gonna lie, to Sebastian Demers, a 200-0 loss there. Sebastian Demers, we can go take a quick peek at what he was flying. He was flying a Ketsu Genesis Red Constable Zubio Talonbane Cobra list, so a very unconventional scum list is what he lost to early on, and pretty aggressively there with a 200-0 loss. Now, if you look at Vivek, he also lost a game during the Swiss, and you know what? That loss was to Andrew Oehler. This was the matchup. This could have a potential for revenge of the Swiss on Vivek's part. He's already seen the list. He's seen the tactic. I'm curious to know if Andrew used the same opening. And one of the things is, like, when you have something that worked the first time, if we take a look at the score really quickly here, the score was 200-97. So a pretty commanding win there by Andrew. We'll see if the same tactics end up working this time for Andrew. If it does, then Andrew's going to leave here the Cala champion. If not, Vivek might get his revenge and claim the planet for the Empire.
Hey, I don't want to add to the drama here, but that was not Andrew Oehler. That was Alexander Oehler, his brother.
Oh, a different Oehler. What?
Is it the same list?
Let's see.
There's another Oehler. A Oehler.
Now there's 2 of them. This is getting out of hand.
No, he had Torkel, Seevor and 3 Kyrax.
Oh, so everything I said was a lie.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, Seevor stripping your locks and Torkoal making you 0 could just walk all over any list here.
So let's change the narrative. This is revenge for his brother. You killed my brother! It's going for it right now.
So as a note, we did see Benthic utilized the Perceptive Co-Pilot to throw a focus token to Garvin, then Jyn Erso, who I didn't mention before. Anytime a ship at range 3 of Kyle gains a focus token, it may gain 1 evade token instead.
Pretty solid, good defensive tech there.
Yep, and we see Kyle threw one of his focuses to Garvin and made it an evade as well. Hera still has the focus token on her, so as long as she doesn't spend it, this Garvin potentially has unlimited focuses and 2 to 3 evades this round. Wow. That's all I got to say about that.
All right, here we go. Pew-pews for agility versus the 2. And safe there. Next attack. Looks like a miss there as well. Here's Garvin. We'll see where the Rebellion plans to focus fire.
Looks like they're going into the yellow here, leading the charge.
3-die attack. Hit crit. Focus shenanigans from Hera.
Yep.
Spend it and give it right back.
That's a good roll, Garvin.
And 2 blanks there. First damage going into the yellow TIE X1. Shields are down.
Let's see. We have Jindin up first with the player 1 token here. There you go. The player's figuring it out. Yeah. Is the lock like a fake out? See, I think I would have spread out the locks, to be honest with you, but it's hard to say the best strategy here. This is a full blank out from a focused up Jindin. That ain't right.
Here comes Kyle. Also going into yellow, focus firing down that TIE X1. You already got the shields. Should be 3 on 4. Got a crit in there. Hit crit. And hold the decisions here. Do you just take it so you have... Oh, you got one more die.
In
One more
the
die.
box. In the box. Oh, well.
Do you spend the focus or keep the fully modded attack at this point? I think you might... Yeah.
You might just have to spend the focus. Damage sensor array. So he did or did not spend the focus?
He did not.
He did.
Okay.
So that needs to come off.
Got a hit against Hera, range 3. Easy evade.
Yep. And the crit on the TIE X1 was a damage sensor array, by the way.
There you go. They pulled the focus token.
Here we go. TIE X1's focusing down Garvin. It's another range 3 shot. That's where they put the locks and not coming out with anything. This is the one I believe that does not have fire control system.
Okay.
And there you
Gets
go.
3.
Hit crit. Spends it for 3. Hit crit. 2 evades.
Easy.
Spends one of those from Jyn Erso.
Yeah, Ollie making a lot of good points, by the way, in our chat about Garvin is absolutely not the person to target in this list. I think it's actually Kyle. taking off the Jin or so, and the extra passing of tokens might be the better call. It's hard to say though. I mean, they're all pretty tanky.
Spends 1 evade, has a focus available, only takes 1, and the focus goes back to Hera. The strength of her ability really being shown off here in that combo of Garvin and Hera is really what makes him just continues to add on to that defense. Another full string. I mean, these TIAX ones have been hitting hard. They just haven't been able to push through damage.
Ultimately takes the other shield off. Yeah, without the focus fire from the Tempest, Jendon just completely blanking out.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have Benthic.
Vivek just said, wait, that's infinite.
Yep, exactly. And with all that, you got shields on Garvin, which is great. Honestly, that's fantastic. But I think that's only because of the number of shots you have.
More than I expected, honestly.
3 hits, and 2 of those are going in.
It's the exact amount to kill him. Yellow. Not a great start. We're going to see, though, if the low initiative of these Tempest can start getting some blocks in. That Benthic does not have advanced sensors like we saw in the dash match earlier.
Yep.
So it was prone to being blocked. Now, it does have the Leia to be able to do a white stop. Can't block that. But we'll see if that's the route they plan on going. I mean, in this position, that's what I would do. Leia stop both Kyle and Benthic. And then turn in Hera and Garvin towards, I don't know, blue or red. Anybody? Bueller?
The offensive potential and defensive potential of this list is fantastic. Now, you know, there's definitely people asking, like, well, who ends up going up in points in this list? Is it Garvin that goes up? Is it Hera? Has the focus shenanigans always been good? But I mean, you do have a little bit of wiggle room in this list to lose some pieces, and it still be pretty solid. I'm thinking, like, you could potentially drop Leia if you lose a couple points there. Maybe you have space to get rid of the thread tracers as well. Like, and this list plays at 200. Says, hey, I don't need a bid. I got a bunch of toys.
I mean, Hera is maximizing the potential, sure, but if you would have told me 3 months ago that we need to raise the price on Benthic or Kyle, I would be like, you're crazy, man. What are you talking about? Kyle was basically unheard of. We had to explain to people who Kyle Katarn is in the Hawk, the OG Hawk pilot. The whole reason the Hawk is even in the game is because of Kyle Katarn, and he just has been seeing absolutely no play until Hera.
Yep,
and I do agree. Hera. Well, here's the thing: is that depending on the ruling of Hera, should affect her point cost. I was mentioning earlier that much to the dismay of Hera lovers, I think that, I hope that AMG moves Hera to before you attack or when you become the attacker. I really don't like that you can see the dice results for her. It's just not good for the game, in my opinion.
It is extremely powerful. Now, you know, some people are saying, you know, it's just Hera that has to go up, but I give you back my same comment is you could still have this list. People are saying 50 points. Can't you get 50 points out of dropping upgrades from this list and it still do everything?
Yeah, you don't need Leia. You don't need the tracers. There's 9 points right there.
Mm-hmm. So I think that this list has a lot of things to still has a lot of tools even without some of the quote unquote extras.
Real quick. They were talking about their list, and Vivek asked, "Did you lose at all during Swiss?"
Yeah.
and he said, "Yeah, I lost." He's like, "What did you lose to?" And then he had to explain that he lost to Asajj, a Jakku Gunrunner, and Talonbane, and Genesis Red.
Yeah, well, it was Ketsu. It was Ketsu. Probably
Ketsu.
The tractors probably came in and says, you know what? If you got less dice, your shenanigans matter less.
He said Genesis Red was the secret sauce.
What?
because of all the tokens.
All the focus tokens.
Yeah, like, ooh, I'll take those.
So he said, like, Genesis Red ended up with like 3 tokens one turn and a lock.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, imagine if you would have locked the double evaded Garvin that round. Like, or he just fight Genesis Red fighting a Moldy Crow is just licking his lips. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh man. Yeah, you store up those focus tokens. Take a third one.
So there you go, chat. There's the secret sauce. It's Genesis Red.
The secrets. All right. The Tempest trying to take away some of the options there from the Rebels by trying to get some blocks. I think that's what Vivek is trying to do here, though. You got Kyle Katarn out there with Moldy Crow, and again, Kyle able to, at the start of engagement, transfer one of his focus tokens to a friendly ship. So, as long what's the range on his ability? It's as long as you're in arc. So, as long as Hera is within 0 to 3, Hera's going to, even if Hera gets blocked, she'll be able to do her thing.
Yeah, we did have a Leia trigger here, so I think that Red's barrel roll is actually to block a 4K from Garvin if he would decide to do that. We saw the stop with Benthic and slung a focus token to Hera. We have Kyle taking a focus token. Hera getting bumped as well.
Mm-hmm. Had a focus from a a coordinate, I believe.
No, he just took focus barrel roll as his action. They got linked action, man.
For Hera.
Oh yeah, that was Benthic.
Yeah.
Benthic slung the focus token to her. I mean, that's not a quick coordinate, but well, we got a dice box, guys. I don't know if you know this. There we go.
There we go. Nothing on that first attack. Hera has a focus available, but doubtful that she will use it. Yeah, you got to have that available.
Yeah, that was a thread tracer onto Jendon, actually.
Oh, that would have been spicy.
Very spicy.
Next attack,
so we got
Garvin Dreas. Range 1. Spend the focus. Does he have one?
Yeah, Hera does.
Yeah, he does.
So,
sorry, that's so dumb. Yes.
It's so dumb question.
Yeah. You get it. I get it.
Yeah. Hey, man, as much as I don't like Hera, I do love that Garvin is like the craziest ship right now. That's fantastic to me. As a big Garvin flyer.
So that is going to be 3 damage.
Yep, on to Jendon.
1 shield left there.
We got I3's up next, which is Jendon. Yeah, they're just mad about this Garvin.
It's like, die. You and your tokens. Hey, that is a good roll. Hit,
roll.
crit. Might be able to pull something off here. Double blanks.
Yeah, well, what do you think about that infinite focus, Garvin?
Yeah, well, you can pass a focus. It become an evade, right? With Jin.
Yeah, Dion, you wanna zoom in a little bit?
Sure.
Someone had mentioned it, and I see it as well. That between the Lambda is just blocking everything in this fight.
Thick.
The visual, anyways, so thick. It's all that wing. All right, so here's the crits coming in,
and we got a council fire crit there. Garvin living on 1.
And that was Jendon firing, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's still a couple more shots in. Might be able to get get some revenge for your fallen pilot.
Yep, we got green up next here. Yeah, it looks like blue's going to be the next target. It had to reacquire the lock, which didn't end up helping because Garvin just ran into him.
Mm-hmm.
As going to be in 7 focus modified dice here. 2 from Kyle.
Spend for 2. Got the natties.
Yeah, I'm surprised Kyle didn't pass a evade or a focus token to somebody this round. Very surprised. Assumed he would have passed the evade token to Garvin.
Maybe just thought he had enough. Turns out he didn't.
Turns out.
2 hits. Converts the other one for a crit. And that is guaranteed. Last couple cards there. Takes a blinded pilot on the way out for Garvin Dreas.
Green Dragoon, that was Benthic. Benthic passed the focus token to Hera when he did the stop drop and perceptive. So who's the next target here? Is it? I mean, in this round, it's got to be Benthic, right? Because he's just sitting range 1. You might as well.
Yep, you don't have the target locks. It gives you the best opportunity to potentially do damage. And there's a full string there, 3 hits, and Benny's going to be taking at least a couple. He's got a focus out there.
Yep, Hera's still got 1 for him if he wants it. Oh, Hera's going to pass the focus with Jin and turn it into an evade.
Very nice, just 1 damage.
Okay.
So he decided not to spend his own focus, so he just slung the evade.
Well, you should put that focus token back on the ship then. There it goes. I was like, you can't just say things and not do them. But thank you, James.
I just walk in and say, I win. All right, we got a range 1. I'm thinking it's probably going to go into the Tempest.
Yeah, Blue Tempest still doesn't have a focus token. So, why not? I mean, debating Jindin here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, checking on Jindin's cards. Now, Jindin does have that jamming beam, which I do think would be really funny to shoot at all these token people.
Well, he decided to
go
into Jindin, yeah.
Yeah, you should.
And spends for all of them. 3 hits and a crit going into Jindin. Is this going to be an evadey shuttle? Nope, not today. No. That means that Jindin's going to be taking at least 1 crit, shield, hit.
Hit, crit. So 2 face down, 1 up.
And that is a disabled power regulator for the Empire. Going to be taking some ions. Might be dead before it matters, but it's out there.
Yeah, probably. And I think this is kind of like macro level strategy for the Rebels. I think it was extremely beneficial to pull the shuttle to him, limiting its maneuverability. And like right now, Jindin's got very few places to stay in the fight other than just sit and bump, right? Like just keep bumping, bump. Slowly start turning to the left so you can either circle around all the way to the left or circle around to the right.
Usually these the shuttles don't come straight up the middle. Usually they favor one side or another so that when you turn, you can bring your gun back to bear towards the center of the board. But he's going to have to choose a direction for sure, and he might be swinging out wide. I don't foresee that shuttle getting all the way around though. Looking at the current positioning. Now, taking a look.
I don't know. I just hope he shoots a jamming beam at Kyle. I think that would be hilarious.
One time. Just one.
It's like, get your focus tokens out of here. So sick of your moldy crow.
Now, a couple of things I wanted to bring up here. So looking at the splits for our Choose Your Champion betting, for those of you who are watching live, 57% of the field did think that Andrew has the advantage here with 42% going for Vivek. And there's a couple people in the chat who are comparing this Rebel shenanigans to an old first edition extremely strong card called a Tani Mind Link. A Tani Mind Link. And for anybody who doesn't know what that card did, basically everybody who had a Tiny Mind Link, it said if one of you focus, you all get a focus, and if one of you gets stressed, you all get a stress. Now the stress part sounds bad, but there was plenty of ways to get around that, and just the idea of being able to share tokens. You had most of your ships ended up with at least 2 to 3 tokens. Going into battle, and essentially this list has the ability to do something very similar. When you have Garvin able to pass back and forth between himself and Hera, plus the combination of Jin and Benthic being able to pass tokens, which become potentially evade tokens, like it's a really good combo. There's a lot of pieces there. You got Kyle, who's also able to participate in this focus evade shenanigans. It really does make the Rebels extremely efficient. Now, you cleared Garvin off the board, which there was also some debate saying that potentially Garvin is a trap there. I will say he does seem to me as one of the more defensive ships in the list because he can always send the token back. So maybe the target priority, Will, you were thinking maybe it's Kyle. I do like going after Benthic. Seems like a good choice as well. Points-wise, he's actually the most expensive piece on the board at 61. If you can get him off the board early, that puts you in a good place. And I'm curious for Vivek because he has a lot of health still left on the board with those TIE X1s. If he could do some serious damage in the next coming turns, maybe take away one more ship, he might still be in this. If you have, Kyle versus Hera in the end game versus, 3 TIE X1s, that's a pretty good place to be.
Yeah, the only thing I could mention about, or what would put me in favor of taking Benthic out before Kyle is that when Benthic does that Leia stop, he does have full information of your X1s because they have chosen to take initiative. That's very helpful for him. Plus also knowing who to throw his token at, who is most in danger. So normally Benthic doesn't have access to all of that because he's moving at such low initiative. But then again, Kyle is much more maneuverable than Benthic. So hard to say here. Oh, Benthic leaving. Okay.
Getting some space.
I mean, he was able to dodge 2 or 3 arcs here.
And of course, Jyn Erso's ability is range 0 to 3, so he doesn't necessarily need to be in the full scrum to be able to sling evade tokens around. Look at Kyle. Look at my witness me.
Yep. So he was able to. So he got slung a focus token, and then he takes a focus action, converting it to an evade.
And then start of engagement passes that focus to Hera, who bumped and didn't have an action. And it's like, actually, yes, I did have an action. Oh.
But she bumped in such a way that she's in 2 different range 1 arcs right now. We'll see if they try to focus on her first.
Well, that's a good opening salvo there. 2 hits from Hera.
Debating that token.
Gonna spend it. Yeah, that's pretty aggressive, going for the 3 hits. And that TIE X1 is going to be taking 2 off the bat. No free evades for the Empire. 2 shields down on the red TIE X1.
And the red locked Benthic. So it's going to have to eat a 4 dice Moldy Crow shot with the focus token from Kyle. and hope to
Well,
survive.
this is Jendon back at Kyle. It's just barely range 1. Hit, crit, crit. And just going to be taking 1 there.
Yep, decided to spend the focus instead of the evade. Going for Jendon here. Okay.
I'm
Jendon
surprised.
does have only 3 halt left.
There is definitely value in clearing that space out of the board. If you get the ship
Yeah,
down.
that's what I was thinking. Clear the way. It was like a maneuver finally. No, he's going to the X1.
Well, he's
And
only
he
getting
survives.
1 damage out of it.
Wow. Okay.
And with that, he did score half points, 46-82. Still a couple ships left to go. Here is the red TIE X1 firing range 1 back at Hera. Red's revenge. 2 hits. Hera doesn't have any available tokens, but Natty's out of it.
And he's tyranny of 3 greens.
Range 1 at Kyle. Trail mix, 1 of each. Is going to be fine. He has an evade token.
Yeah, no mods here.
Oh, just roll it.
So just roll the evade. All right, who we got left here? This is Green going to finish the round. He's got 3 dice against an evaded 2 tubes. 2 tubes still has only 1 shield, so you're unlikely to put the crit through.
Yep, got enough.
It looks like you went for Hera there and blanked out. All right, an awkward round for attacks here, but Andrew was able to get some damage onto the Red Tempest. Is Leia charged up?
That's what I was about to go jump and do right now.
Well, there's still an end phase here. They're cleaning up some tokens. We'll figure out if... I'm trying to think of, so...
We're on Leia watch.
No, because they stopped last round. And then after the stop, Benthic 3 banked. So it is at 2 right now. No more. No Leia as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
And I see.
Yeah, because I was wondering if we'd see a rotate from 2 tubes.
Real quick,
Go ahead, sorry,
just
yeah.
wanna remind our Twitch chat that we have to keep things family friendly here in the GSP Twitch channel. We got plenty of families who do watch X-Wing together, growing that community with our young people as well. So let's keep it civil. Let's keep it relaxed. Get excited, have debates, but don't argue, and use nice words with each other. All right.
Yeah, use your I statements. Don't talk about other people if you're going to be saying some questionable things. Just explain how you feel, and it adds more to the discussion than anything else.
Cool.
That's what I said, or how I explained it. Like, I feel Hera's wrong, but doesn't mean that I am correct. Man, we are just in this tight scrum. Could we fit any more ships in this little area?
Yeah, they are definitely taking up a lot of real estate. Space parking lot is probably one of my favorite X-Wing sayings. And that's also another strength of this list is if you have a ship that ends up getting blocked, it's like not actually blocked. You're not punished as much for that. Now, have they been putting out the ion tokens? There's one.
Yeah, this is the first time.
Because the disable power regulator happened after he had attacked, and then this turn.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
That'll be good. They are there. I promise.
So that was a blocked Talon roll from Red, valiant attempt, but unsuccessful. A successful Talon roll from Blue, and a bump from Green. See where Jendon goes? Probably nowhere. Nope.
Benthic just doing his thing. With Hera being charged up at the end of this turn, we'll be able to rotate next turn with no consequences. Bring that gun back to bear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have an evade and then slung a focus to Kyle. He's probably going to sling it to Hera. Got a 1 forward bump from Jendon. Kyle not blocked. Gonna probably lock the shuttle. Shuttle might not even be shooting this round.
I believe in you, Shuttle.
Maybe looking at a boost here or a jam? Could it be a jam?
A jam. We'll see. Nope. Kyle's just going to keep it safe, take a focus, convert it to an evade using Jyn Erso. And Hera ends up taking an evade token there, again, using Benthic's Jyn Erso crew ability. Kyle did pass the focus to Hera as well. First attack from Jendon, only 1 hit. And gonna force a token expenditure there on Hera. Just spend the evade.
Yeah, you spend the evade there because you can always pass that focus token as an evade later on if need be.
Side arc. Did he have the front arc? I think he has it, yeah.
Yeah, he's got front arc.
4 dice
Just might
going into
click.
Jendon. Could clear him off the board right here. 1 big punch.
Yeah.
And there it is. Spend a focus. Guarantee Jendon off the board.
Even rolls the evade, but takes 3.
And next shots coming in. Tempest has Kyle at range 2, Hera range 2, Benthic range 3.
I mean, I feel like you have to go for the modded shot on 2 tubes.
Yep, you have the lock over there. Could do something.
Maybe. Where's Blue's lock at? Blue spent his, I think, and didn't require it. Yeah, it's going for the 3-on-3 against Benthic.
And no.
I mean, fire control
Fire
system,
control,
I
yeah.
guess.
Try to hold on to that. You know that Benthic is likely turning around next turn. 1 hit.
Eh. What'd you think about that? Going to spend your little evade.
Little evade.
Going to spend Hera? You questioned it for a second.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. You still have Hera there, so it's no big deal.
Yep, he will have access to a focus modifier if need be. This is going to be a range 2 shot.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot Kyle here with no lock. Kyle is only the evade. Just strip the remaining focus, remaining tokens from him.
Isn't that's the red TIX one? He has a lock on Benthic.
That's the blue TIX one.
Oh, that's the blue one? Oh, the red one right
Yeah,
there.
red's-
Sorry.
Yeah, I would actually not shoot Kyle here. That way he couldn't pass the focus back.
Good call. Okay.
Hit crit going
Yeah.
into Benthic.
Yeah, because I don't want him to charge that battery again.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. I wasn't even thinking about it like that. But you are correct. You could just sling it for no reason.
Yeah, I play 4A and Kyle, and that's what I do.
Just keep passing it to him.
Yeah,
He's like, take
it's like,
this.
hey, yeah, just take another focus.
All right. So Kyle out of focus tokens for now. Leia's charged up. Could we see a sloop from Hera utilizing that Leia? Possibly. Kyle might even just stop because he's got his primary arc and his side arc where he needs them.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't surprise me to see that. What other red moves do Hawks have? Hard 3, 4 forward.
They have both of those and the stop, which
And the
is
stop,
a good
yeah.
chance it comes right here, and that blue TIE-X1 ends up popping right in front of that Moldy Crow arc. We'll see. Let's see. Did they flip the Leia charge? Yes, they did. So, I mean, I'm 100% expecting it. 100%.
Ooh, 4 forwards white. Thank you.
Oh, bonus.
That's correct. So yeah, that's what I expect too. These X1s are gonna have a problem. Red's can't even get on target right now because of that stress. Tried that Talon roll, which would have been amazing had it fit, but Jendon's dump truck of a base back there prevented it from completing.
Yeah, the template actually cleared. The only thing that bumped was the nub.
Oh, the nubbins. It's always
Yeah,
the
the
nubbins. Now, as we continue into this next round, want to remind you that this game and all of our games this weekend have been brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives and District Foundry. Use that coupon code GSP2021 for 15% off. You can get the links to their shops in the YouTube description down below, or if you're watching live, !CPC or !DF for the links. All right, the next round of combat and turns here. I'm expecting the. Here we go. And the Leia charges did get flipped. Target lock acquired. I mean, that stop on Kyle's looking so good right now. And there it is. Flippy dip. That is a Tempest Squadron pilot sandwich benthic Kyle bread. Focus over there. Stopping. And Hera just taking a focus, just being Hera, doing her thing. And here we go. Yeah, all power into the blue Tempest Squadron pilot right here. That's a big shot. Has focus available. Gonna spend the lock though, see if you can get the full string, and the answer is yes. 3 hits and a crit going into that blue, and he doesn't have any focus. He's taking 3. No, he does have a focus. Sorry about that. No, that was Kyle's. It just got grabbed, right? Yes. So that's gonna be hit, crit going into blue. Shield, crit, and it is a fuel leak onto the TIE-X1. We'll see if he gets to live through it. Benthic will fire after the TIE-X1 gets its revenge. Has a range 1 into Benthic 2 tubes. That means that advanced targeting computer is going to be on. Let's see if any of those crits can end up mattering. Change the hit to a
got
crit.
1 crit so far.
I think you should spend it. No, I guess you have to. That one doesn't have.
It doesn't have fire control.
Full
there
string.
We go. Hey, only 1 evade rolled because of the pivot wing loss of agility when you close your wings there. Let's see what that crit is. Damaged engine. Not so bad. You only have a hard 2, and you do have Leia as well, so no big deal.
Next shot coming in, just 1 hit from that Tempest. This is the green one.
Yeah, spend it. He does.
Oh, no conversion there.
You pass the Hera. Yep.
Takes another crit,
Another
though.
Crit.
That is a direct hit.
Wow. Oh, and Red doesn't have a shot to follow up and take him off the board this round.
Yeah, a single hole left. Not dead yet. That would have been massive to be able to get that ship off the board. But here we go. Benthic's Revenge, range 1. That's going to be 3. Oh, he did get an evade there.
It's not enough.
But it's not going to be enough. That's going to be 3 total damage on there. Blue, Ty X1, off the board. At this point, Vivek has a Tempest and a half left. Tempest and a half. Andrew Oehler still looking strong, even though Benthic does have 1 hole left. The question is, can a Tempest and a half take out a full Hera and a mostly healthy Kyle? I don't know. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, this one little rock is really messing them up, in my opinion. The
Mustachio?
There's a huge, enormous area in the bottom corner of the mat that has no obstacles, and they have been fighting in the tightest part of the map for it.
Well, I mean, that was Andrew's choice, right? Like Andrew played, he made sure his ships went nice and slow. In the beginning, he took his time, and Vivek came to joust. He's like, I'm shoving these ships down your throat. But the slow roll by Andrew was definitely advantageous to him, and he didn't really suffer from any of the negative effects of sometimes being caught in the corner because his ships had that Leia in order to mitigate that with the 2 ships able to stop, the U-wing and the Hawk stopping and giving space for both Hera and Garvin to do their thing.
Absolutely agree.
All right. With 22 minutes left on the clock, I also want to remind you that not next week, in a couple weeks here, May 22nd, we have another event stream happening. It's just going to be on the 22nd. There's no top cut. It is the GSP Showdown happening here at the GSP Studios. The 4 GSP hosts going to be facing off in an in-person tournament to figure out who is the champion of the showdown. We got some unique rules and stuff we're going to be implementing. I would suggest hanging out with us or listening to our next episode of the podcast so you know what's going on. It's going to be a good time. Plenty of giveaways as usual. And I'm, of course, looking forward to seeing the boys. In person, yes, we are all vaccinated, and per CDC guidelines, we can have a small gathering in my home, which is what the studio is. And, yeah, going to be great. I'm looking forward to bumping a bunch of ships and reminding you guys really how tough it is to play X-Wing in person.
I'm going to fly 6 strikers.
Oh, my goodness. I will say one advantage we do have is the table, okay? The table that we have here in the studio is actually a moving table. It can go up and down. So we can adjust it as needed. And the cameras are stationary. So if the table goes up, the camera goes up with it. So the audience doesn't – I mean, there might be a little bit of jiggle that happens, but that doesn't necessarily affect it.
Ooh, this is a tough round for the Imperials. I expected the 2-turn barrel roll from the Tempest, and now he's just sitting in 8 modified red dice coming at him with maybe not a shot. No, because Hera's just barrel rolling out of there. That is rough.
All right, here's a shot. Hit, crit. Hera laying some pain. Oh, natties, there we go.
Woo! Green Dice Tyranny. Gonna pull this one back. Yeah, imagine that barrel roll. You would have blocked Kyle. Wouldn't have got the lock.
Ooh, trip crit.
Yeah, looking for the Hera too, because Kyle was out.
Kyle looking mean right now.
This is on Red, who's pretty hurt. So spends the focus and dies still. Yeah, because he takes 2. Oof.
That TIE X1 falls to the rebellion. You got one lonely Tempest versus the three biggest, three absolutely power pieces in this Rebel list. I mean, let's be honest, all four of the pieces that start here are pretty awesome. But I think the writing's on the wall with this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's at full health, but I mean, it's a final, so you can't give up. You can't give up in a final.
That's fight.
You'll have to put me down.
That's right. I know. If I'm Vivek, it's like I'm gonna get that benthic before I go.
Yeah, man.
That's exactly what he said. He said, "I will kill Benthic."
I got 5 hull. I don't care about anything else. Absolutely excellent. Now, in regards to the showdown, some people were asking, can we have a face cam during the showdown? I think I could probably get a picture-in-picture, similar to how I have my face cam that pops up in here. Probably do something like that for you guys. There we go. Benthic's running away. He's like, no. I don't want to. Focus evade. I must live. I have more tubes to give away. All right. And Hera's going to have an awesome shot here. Taking the barrel roll, getting out of arc. Boosting. Just, you know what? Range 1, baby. Let's go. Shenanigans with Kyle passing the focus. Modded shot now. Andrew Oehler is laying the pain today. Just the focus. Not able to modify that. 2 evades. Expect that TIE X1 to hit the gas. I guess he's currently stressed. Might not be able to in the next turn. As fast as you can. Is it? There's a 3 straight blue.
3 straight blue, correct.
Yeah, that's probably the call.
All right, Kyle's up next. I don't know what they're dinging here, but
just reconfirming that Kyle is in arc, not range 2.
Oh, yeah.
And here we go. From downtown. Get him, little Tempest. Get him. Oh, one crit. That's impossible. Who's got the squiggle?
I was going to say, did he spend his lock?
Yep.
He did spend his lock last round.
Yeah.
That's right. Expecting to kill tubes.
And it was taken away from him. Go ahead.
Nothing. I'm just trying to keep my composure in sadness. Choosing happiness.
Choosing happiness. You failed your action. Here's a focus.
Yeah, keeping my composure. Exactly.
All right, yeah. The Tempest. You know what? At this point, I'm cheering for the Tempest to get Benthic. That's what I want.
I've been cheering. I'll be honest with you. I've been cheering. As much as I love 2 tubes and Kyle Katarn, I've been cheering for the Tempest this whole time.
All right, let's see if Vivek can do it. This has honestly been an absolutely wonderful event. Lots of list diversity, you know. And this, I will tell you, Andrew Oehler's list, won a tournament last weekend as well, with 100 players. So it is a commodity. Expect to see it. And you're going to have to plan for it. 'Cause I'm expecting for it to show up. You guys who are playing in Bespin, you got a few weeks. You got a few weeks to think about how to deal with a list like this. What are its weaknesses? What can you do? Are you jamming? Oh, he made the final. Excuse me.
He made the final.
Are you
Did
jamming?
you lose to Vader?
Are you going to?
Is that what I heard?
Are you going to get aggressive? And Django Zam was the winner there.
Oh, Django Zam. That makes more sense than Vader and the Defender.
Duncan Howard in the chat says the easiest way to dodge this list is to not play this format. Well, I will tell you, the data that I've collected shows that people prefer to play extended. So give the people what they want. Not even a single. No, there was a Darth Vader Defender in the tournament. Wasn't there?
Yeah, just not in the cut.
Not in the cut though.
Yeah, there were 3, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
most people
okay,
got some pretty
so,
big
understand.
confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Understand what?
Nah, never mind. I ain't fighting.
I was wrong. There were 6 of them.
There were
Wow.
6 of them. There you go. They were there. And 2 crits. Fighting. These are fighting words. 1 squiggle. 2 shields down on the Tempest. The Tempest wants its chance.
All right, Kyle's going to have to put him down with a range 1. Has focus lock via Hera
Oh, only got
and the
only got
Molded
1.
Crow. He can spin the lock. Oh, I think he's waiting for the tubes shot because it's a 4 dice.
You shoot me. No, I shoot you.
So just 1 damage there. No big deal.
Range 2.
Ooh, it's range 2. What spin they get? Just 1? All right, and had to rotate, so choose all you need.
Oh, hit
Yes.
crit. That's it. Success. You got the tubes. You got the tubes.
Damage sensor array, which is hilarious. A 2 damage sensor array.
Double damage sensor arrays. You can only focus.
ship
That's fine.
Yeah. Oh no,
My combo wombo.
That's literally a blank crit for him.
yeah. What would I ever do with me and my perceptive co-pilot?
Hit
That's
crit.
okay. They blinded both tubes, or they damaged both tubes. Is that how that works?
Well, the full string, 3 hits going into the Tempest here. And, oh, of course that's how this would end. The blank out, 3-hole onto the green tie advance. We have the Cala champion, Andrew Oehler of Blizzard Squadron. Congratulate! Oh, look at that. He throws out the swag right there. Congratulations, Andrew
What was
Oehler. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, and Row 6, our Grand Admiral patrons, and all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members. Thank you so much for your support. Gold Squadron out.